Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, I'll start by accepting the committee's amendments and expressing my gratitude for the committee's guidance in refining this bill. Today, I'm proud to present AB 478, a bill that is rooted in compassion, common sense, and real experience. When disaster strikes, no one should have to choose between their own safety and their pet's survival. This bill will ensure that pets are accounted for during emergencies and that cities and counties develop clear procedures in advance to support pet owners during evacuations. This bill was inspired by Oreo, a Pomeranian who went missing during the Palisades fire and survived for 5 days in the debris before being reunited with his owner. During disasters, pets may be separated from their owners due to a variety of reasons, including owners not being home at the time of an evacuation order, lack of equipment, or difficulty in capturing the animal. While animals are legally categorized as property, most people view them as members of their family and as such are determined to save them. While we have seen incredible examples of fire and safety officials working alongside the public to rescue pets, as well as extraordinary efforts of local animal shelters and rescuers, we owe it to our pet owners across California to ensure that a plan is in place before disaster strikes. Upon the next update of a city or county's emergency plan, this bill would require the jurisdiction to include procedures for rescuing pets in mandatory evacuation zones. Within that requirement, jurisdictions have flexibility to determine what procedures would be most relevant, safe, and efficient for their unique circumstances, and that are flexible under various emergency situations. This bill also requires clear online resources on pet evacuation and reunification, as well as a list of pets that have been rescued, and provides time and dignity for both animals and their owners by extending the time owners will have to reclaim their rescued pets before they are adopted out, transferred, or euthanized, while allowing flexibility to account for shelter capacity. AB 478 will help to ensure that clear pet rescue procedures are in place prior to a disaster so that rescues are conducted efficiently, and it will disincentivize pet owners from endangering themselves by attempting unauthorized rescues. I respectfully ask for your aye vote at the appropriate time, and with me to testify in support of this bill is Nick Sackett on behalf of Social Compassion and Legislation, sponsor of the bill.
He spends a lot of time in this room with us. Yeah, fun.
I do.
E-Pet's your favorite? That's what I'm kidding. This
yes,
is your favorite committee.
Absolute favorite.
Got it. All right.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, Chair members. Nicholas Sackett, Director for proud sponsor of Social Compassion in Legislation. As cited in the analysis, a study published in the American Journal of Epidemiology found that the risk of evacuation failure increases with the number of dogs and cats in a household. 2021 survey showed that 80% of individuals who return prematurely to evacuation zones do so to rescue pets. During the LA fires, we saw residents and rescue groups gain access to the evacuated area, sometimes without proper authorization because there was no plan nor entity designated to help with animal rescue. Not only could this put those individuals and first responders in danger, but it also took additional time away from local officials who had to field emotional and desperate pleas for help from their constituents. We must do better. Families love their animals and are naturally going to be panicked to save them during an evacuation. This bill mitigates that by strengthening evacuation protocols and designating an entity that rescues can go to for help. As Mayor Lana Negretti of Santa Monica testified in the Assembly Emergency Management hearing, what that plan looks like, who implements it, those are choices that each jurisdiction will have to make on its own. This bill can't dictate that kind of granular detail. AB 478 is explicit in that whatever the local plan and procedures are, they are carried out under the chain of command of the incident commander. This bill also is explicit that it does not authorize the access to the evacuation zone outside of the local plan and procedures. 19 years ago, Congress passed the PETS Act.
Okay, we need you to give us your final thought there.
Yep, just want to say that the PETS Act authorizes federal and state funds to reimburse these kinds of activities. So with that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
All right, thank you. Anyone else in the room in support of AB 478, please come forward and name, organization, position on the bill.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members. Karen Lang on behalf of the California Animal Welfare Association, in full support with the amendments. Want to thank your committee staff and your staff for working with us to get us this place. Thank you so much.
Lisa Kirk representing Lap Caps, Layla's Animal Rescue and Paw Protectors. Thank you.
In support?
Support.
Yeah, got it.
Julie Varga with Fix Our Shelters Coalition, representing over 50 rescues and advocates across the state, strongly support.
Thank you.
Good morning, Chair and members of the committee. Sosin Madanat here on behalf of Animal Legal Defense Fund and strong support.
Hi, Jamie McDowell on behalf of Sustain Our Shelters, Kitten Rescue 101, Elevation Animal Rescue, and Love's Legacy Rescue and support.
Elena Gaffney on behalf of Animal Rescues for Change and 50 Animal Rescues in California support.
Thank you.
Valentina Martinchik on behalf of Angel for a Friend Rescue support.
Estella Drake, and I support this bill on behalf of Lucky Pup Rescue.
Thank you for being here. Okay, is that everyone in support of AB 478 in the room? Then we'll move to opposition. Is there lead opposition for AB 478? Seeing no one, is there anyone in the room who'd like to do Me Too opposition testimony? Seeing none, I'll come back to the dais. No comments.
Move the bill when appropriate.
Okay, when appropriate, you have a motion. Would you like an opportunity to close? We're still waiting on one member for a quorum, assembly member, but if you'd like an opportunity to close, we're happy to hear it.
Respectfully ask for your aye vote. I guess one thing I'll say is that a lot of folks view this as an animal protection bill, and it is that, but it's also about protecting members of the public who actually become desperate at times and go into these evacuation areas and endanger their own and their family's health. And so this requires the planning up front to make sure that everything is in place when these disasters strike to protect both their animals and members of the public. So with that, I ask for your aye vote.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you to you and to your witness. Thank you for being here. We will leave those both for when we get a quorum, and then we will take a vote at the appropriate moment. And I know we have two authors in the audience with us, but I'm told you struck a deal. Is that correct? All right, Ms. Quirk Silva, you're gonna get us started here? We're big fans of Rochambeau.